Lost Coaster Superstition Mountain, or Logo Samo for short, is what I'd say is the weirdest roller coaster in the world. The building of this coaster used to be the building for a dark ride, but they took out the dark ride and replaced it with a very, very compact roller coaster in the year 2002. And let me just say, they did a pretty good job on this coaster. Now, it's not the best in the world, but it is still really fun. The ride is built by Custom Coasters International, or CCI for short. Let's hop right into the complete experience. This ride will most likely have a very long line, as this ride has a low capacity. When I went, they were only running one train, and each train only holds 8 riders, so the line moves painstakingly slow. But once you get into the station, you're going to board your row. I was only able to ride this once, and I chose the back row. The only restraint is a seatbelt, and you sit in this weird, cage thing. The reason for the odd trains is because of the head choppers of the ride, which are very close to the train. Once you dispatch out of the station, you're going to take a slow right turn into an elevator lift hill, the only elevator lift hill of any wooden roller coaster. This will bring you up to the top height of 35 feet. This roller coaster is extremely long for its short height, or it feels long. That's probably because it doesn't go super fast. But it doesn't need to go super fast. Anyways, pull out from the lift hill and turn a bit to the left and ride through a bit of straight track. Dip down through a super tight turn to the right, which will throw you to the left. I think that these turns might be tighter than the turns of any wild mouse. It is crazy. This turn is the first of many entrances to the building. You can't get too much footage of the ride because most of it is inside of this big, rock structure. Anyways, you're going to immediately violently turn left and go down some little dips, which form a triple down. They don't really deliver any airtime at this moment, but it is whippy and really fun. If you can't make it through the whole coaster without laughing, you must have some sort of superpowers. Anyways, go into a very tight and snappy triple down, which all hills are banked and curving, which makes it even better. It feels like a mini RMC. I believe this is the point where you reach your top speed of 20 miles per hour. But this feels a lot faster. It feels like it's going at least 40 miles per hour. Anyways, go into a quadruple up. These hills don't have any banking, but they are still really fun and get progressively smaller as it goes along, making them even more crazy as you go up. Next up, you're going to do a little trick track element and go through some turns as you're entering back into the cave building. The turns aren't super aggressive or anything, but because you only have a seatbelt, you go flying everywhere, and you will probably end up in the person's lap next to yours. It is crazy. You then slow down a little bit. Normally I'd complain about the trims, but on this one, it makes sense. If you didn't have brakes, you would probably fly up and hit your head on the ceiling of the car whenever you go down the next drop. Or, I guess, double down. You actually come to a complete stop for this and watch this weird dancing man thing sing a little bit. The double down isn't super forceful, but it is so fun and it is such a compact area, and it is wild. This coaster isn't all about the forces or airtime. I'd say that it's more about the laterals and the whippiness. And because this ride only has a seatbelt, it works. Next up, you're going to turn to the right a lot. I noticed that a lot of the turns on this coaster tend to get sharper or looser as they go on. None of them are really at specific angles for a long period of time. Anyways, you take a few more super sharp turns, you hear a train whistle, and you exit and enter the building again. Every turn on this ride throws you around. Every hill, every turn, every element of the ride. A lot of sections are like zigzags, not going in one direction the whole time, but switching back and forth every second. But you hit the final brake run, I guess, which is really just a drive tire to propel you up to the station, and then take a ridiculously tight turn into the station. And this ends the 1,400-foot long journey on Lost Coaster Superstition Mountain. Overall, this roller coaster has a really weird layout. The coaster isn't very long at all in track length, but because of the very low speeds, it feels so long. But it feels like the ride is so fast, though. It is insane. They did all of this ride with a height of 35 feet and in a super tight area. The theming is a little bit strange, and I had no idea what was going on the entire time, but that just adds to the fun. If you ever come to Indiana Beach, you must do this. Though you might want to do like the first thing in the morning due to low capacity. I cannot wait until the day that I get to travel back up here and ride this tiny little power machine again. Anyways, that's going to wrap up this review of Loco Samo. I hope you've enjoyed. Please subscribe to Storming Coasters and like this video. Comment below your opinion on Last Coaster of Superstition Mountain if you've ridden it, and have a great rest of your day.